Okay, welcome back. Or welcome me back. Welcome us back. You're still there. I just came back. This is dry. So, looks pretty bad on the back. But it looks raggedy on the front, and that's what I wanted. It was kind of a nice raggedy look. I should have had longer raggedy's hanging off of the bottom. You know, like these, maybe. I feel like they're not quite, like it's not quite ready. So what I want to do is go through and go ahead and apply some of these to the back and kind of finish filling in some of these areas. Like this. Maybe it's okay the way it is. I just kind of think it isn't quite deep enough. So let me grab some coffee dyed paper here. And if I grab something that has some designs in it, maybe. This one is not one that I did, but it's sure a beauty. And it smells so good. Okay. There's the bees. And that's bees as well. There's that. Oh, that's kind of cool. And that is very cool. So I think let's just have a look at it first. We'll take our tearing ruler, the one with the raggedy edge, and let's see if I can possibly tear this without destroying the paper. Okay. And then let's tear off a piece, I don't know, about like this. And then tear off that little end. So just for filling in some of these spots like this, just a little bit of paper under there. Not a lot. Oh, I get so tired of hearing that car. I can't tell you how much. I don't mind kids with fast cars and stuff, but I don't want to hear them all dang day. No, it's not doing it for me. That is not the ticket. I thought it might be, but it is not. So let's try this. What if it looked like this? Aha! I think that will do it. Let's get our ink and say, oh no, what did I do with my ink dauber? There it is. I was gonna say, well, I gotta go back to the old way of doing it. Tear that back that way. Okay, now let's take a look. Yes, that's what it needs. Doesn't have to be down very far. Just about like that. So, I am going to go right along here. A couple of places. I just splashed glue on myself. Not exactly the look I was going to go for on the back, but it'll do. It just was out of sync just a little bit, and that really helped. Yes, I'm going to do some more. Just decided I'd better ink this up around the edges a little bit. If I'm going to ink the bottom, I better ink this way too. Okay. Now, let's get another one of those. Always something, huh? Always gotta change something. Okay. So this one we'll put right here. To go up just slightly. Yes, that looks better. Okay, now we need another one right there. And probably about like that. Okay. Maybe should have used a blue on it. And then we will decide if it needs any on the top part. Whoops. Not down there, Ange.
Okay. All right. I think perhaps the top is okay. I just felt like the bottom, it didn't have enough to give it unity. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Okay. My husband just came in with this little silicone bowl for me. I think he got it from like a gun shop or something. Don't know. Maybe he got it off of Amazon. Anyway, you put your little doodads in it and they don't slip around. I thought, well, that's a nice idea. I should have one. And he said, I agree, I've ordered you one already. He's like, all right. So now I'm just finishing gluing some of this down, just so it's not catching on things. Okay. All right. Let's cover the back. Now, I guess I should have just tore this down and did it as a frame on the back. Okay, so where's that piece I was tearing on? Right here. Okay, so it needs to be from there to there. And from there to there. So we made two of those at that length. Oops. Oopsie. Let's get that out of the way because I keep bumping into it. Oh, I'm really getting wild with that tear. Okay. Throw that over there. And then one of these will go here. And the other will go here. There we go. And I don't think I'll darken up the back of this. This glue will probably show right through on this paper. Probably should have used a different glue. This is just to kind of, you know, just clean it up a little bit so it doesn't look sloppy on the back. There we go. I think that looks okay. Just smoothing it down. All right. Now, do we want anything dangling off of it? If we do, what we need to do next then is decide where we want those holes. So let's find the center point of this guy, and I think we will go from the heavy board piece to try and get our center. So there's 8, there's 9 and 3/4, almost 9 3/4 has to go, yeah, right there. Right there. So this should be about the center. Right there. Okay. And then if we come in 1 inch, no, let's come in 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, right about there. Oh, did I do 1/2 or 1/4 of an inch? 1/4. Yes, I did 1/4. Okay, 1/4 of an inch. Come over here and come in 1/4. And then the center between here and here would be, this is a centering ruler, so there's 4 and 1/4. There's 4 and 1/4. So a little less. This should be about the center right here then. And let's go over here, do the same thing. Four and 1/4, 4 and 1/4. So right about there. Okay, it's a little complicated. We have to do a little measuring here and there, don't we? Darn it. And then we want to go up at least 1/4 of an inch from the bottom to get this. So it's going to be right there. So let's go down to here, this end, and get our 1/4 of an inch from the edge of the cardboard there.
which is going to be right about there. Now, I'm going to take this one, I'm going to line it up on my 1/4 of an inch on both ends, and then wherever I put a dot here, I'm going to put this little line. That tells me that actually the pokey hole is going to have to go through there. Does that make sense? Because we are going to use, not that one, this one. And we want to be sure that it's going through that line. Now, I'm using the bigger hole on this, which is 3/16. So I want to put the center of that line. There's a little groove on this. You put the center of that line right on. Right on. The little, and if they're off a little bit, that is not going to hurt anything, for sure. This is getting kind of long for back there. You want them to be, you know, rather weighted correctly. Otherwise, it will slip on your wall all the time and hang crookedly. Okay, there we go. Now, we're not done yet. All my papers were falling over there. Now, we need some holes up here. So it's the same concept. If we come in a 1/2 inch here, we have to come in a 1/2 inch on the other end. I know we did a 1/4 down here, but I think perhaps we'll come in 1/2 inch on that hole. What is that hole for? That hole is going to be for our hanging rope, our little hanging string. Now, we come in a 1/2 and go down, well, maybe not a 1/2. I'm afraid a 1/4 won't, well, it'll have a piece of metal in it, so it should be all right. And we'll come in a 1/2 and go down a 1/4. It's slightly more than a 1/4 because I went off the total end of my ruler. I went off my ruler. I had rules, you know. So I have to kind of do this one the same way. Make it just slightly more. Okay, bring that tool back. There's one. Oh. Oh, that's not the place. No. There we go. Okay, let's now put in all of these doodads. I don't think I have enough out here. Let's start with the bottom. It's very thick, so hopefully they'll go through okay. There's one. Yeah, perfect.
It's because the cardboard and everything is pretty thick. Now, if this paper and stuff down here was thicker, we could have just went through that. I chose to go through the cardboard because I thought that would make it more steady on my wall. Hey, you. Come through there. Stick up now. This is stick up. Don't get your feathers in a ruffle there. Okay, we need 2 more. 1, 2. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Look at this little tiny metal ruler he got me. He always thinks of me with rulers and stuff. I know, you guys, I love to measure. I can't help myself. Love to measure things. Titanium. Millimeters down here on the bottom. Wow. Very cool. And something I can't read at all on the back. Oh, 8/16, 30 seconds. Cool. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, enough of that. I got things to do. 1, 2. Now, I was hoping just to hang these things off of here with bulb pins, but I don't think they're going to be deep enough. So I have to think about that now. Okay. You know, they might just make it. They might not, too. Might have to tear it a little bit. Yeah, darn it. Not going to quite make it. Let's see, what else do we have? We do have those. I just cannot get these things open. I have these, but I just don't think those are going to hang right. Yeah, there's just no way. Nope, that won't work either. So, think. I really just wanted it to be bulb pins, because that was so simple. You know, right? See? So I think probably what we'll do That must be why I originally did it the way I did it. Let me go through this way. I want this opening at the back. That way if it opens, live for the moment you cannot put into words. And then we have in every walk with nature, one receives far more than they seek. Yeah, I kind of feel like I have to tear that off a little bit. So let's just do that where we need to, and then we just re-ink it, and it won't be any different. There, that's better. Yep. And this one is kind of laying in behind it, so that's good. That worked. Whoops. This one is going to be this butterfly, if I can get it on there. But I can tell it needs to come up right above the one. That must be why I originally set it up the way I did. It was because I was thinking about these. Okay, and it's got to go through just one of the antennae of the butterfly. Now they can hang down below here, or we can flip that around and they can hang on the bulb end. So it's kind of up to you how you want to do it. Right now mine are hanging on the pin end. Okay. So that butterfly's going that way. We want this one to go that way. Now if I decide to leave these on here, then I will end up gluing these closed, because I don't like the idea that they could come open and one of my grandkids could get poked by it or something. Hard to get situated here. Come on, you have to get up here on top. You can't be underneath. There you go. And I need one more bulb pin. I know it's here somewhere, but I don't see where I put it. Okay, so that's got to come up to about there. And right here. This one says, hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul. I think this is a two-parter because I haven't been timing this side, but I know we've been here a while. Okay, and it's not even done yet. But there are those critical parts. And now we just need to finish up parts of this. This is going to be, well, it was, but now I think it needs to be a brown one or something. I think I had one in here. Oh dear. Get that out of my way. Put my big long one over there. Like this. Came with some fabric. But I think it needs to be like this one. I'll have to see if I can get it undone. Boy, people are sure good at tying knots, aren't they? I'm not that good at tying knots. Of course, this has a lot of loose threads around it. That could be why. Well, we'll finish this in just a minute. The other thing I had to go on here was, oh, there's my other bulb pin. It's right in there. It stuck to the silicone and I didn't see it. Okay. So, the little girl right here. I think these are stickers. Chipboard stickers. So she could go on there. Here's a butterfly. I'm not taking the stickers off right yet. There's a butterfly. I mean, it doesn't need to have much on it. We don't want them all nice and straight. Got a couple of ticket type things that would look good on there. There's one. I wonder if we would rather have this and this. That's a little different color, isn't it? Little girl with flowers seems like the way to go, doesn't it? And then I need something up here. So what if we just did this? No, that's not it. What if we have a little bird, we have a butterfly that's in gold, which is okay because we have a little bit of gold here and there. No, too many butterflies together. So what if we did the bird? Doesn't need to be something there, but I just kind of feel like it does. What do we think? We think okay? I'm going for it. I don't want to keep you here forever. Besides, look at those backs. It's got that cardboard on it. So the sticker is stuck, so the sticker comes right off. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac, but before I Fabri-Tac, I want to go around the edges. Just kind of lightly. Just to cover up the cardboardy look. And if some of it seeps onto the front, that's okay. Oh, I'll have to have a dauber for this one. She's got too many nooks and crannies here. Oh, I don't want to bend your leg necessarily. Unnecessarily. Don't want to have a broken leg while you're hanging up there waiting for the bus. The bus that never comes. Well, I was sure hoping this would just be one part, you guys. Sorry, I kept you hanging around for two parts. Well, maybe I'll just show you this part. I'll have to look and see if I can get away with that. Although if it's somebody just coming in, they don't watch the other video about making the snippet, then they wouldn't know. It's almost done though, really. Oh goodness. The dogs, we have our grand dog right now. They wore each other out. I was so thankful. And they both just kind of slap and slap and slap, and I was able to just relax and watch a couple of videos on YouTube. I'm watching you guys back. Okay. Now, I really don't want this to stick out the edges, so I'm going to try and be careful. Okay, we'll want that one to go that way. Ah, this one's going to actually... Oh, see, there comes the sticker. It's coming off anyway. That's what the other one did. Must be hairs from that brush. Don't know. No, I think that one is stuck pretty good. Just thought I'd try it and see, because if it's going to come off, I don't want it on there. think I want it that way. And those are going that way. So my brother that had the surgery is cancer-free. Well, I had two brothers that had surgery. The other one had just a necessary surgery for something that went haywire, but the one that had to go in for his, because he had cancer, they got all the cancer. So that is wonderful news. There's 7 of us, so worry. We don't all see each other like we used to when the folks were alive. Isn't it terrible? Yeah, well, you know, you want to be close, but we all have lives. We all have things we're doing. We all have our big families, and a lot of us are retired now, except for a couple of us. But I'm going to put him more up here towards the top. Did not want that glue to show because it will be glossy. Okay. Oh, bring that pin back, Ange. Okay. Going back to this one now. Oh, well, that one's too wide, that's why. I need to tear another piece of this one because it's too fat on this end. I don't want it to be fat at all. There we go. This one's always hard to tear when it's just already in a funky shape. I'd like it to be about that thin. That's what I wanted. I don't think I can get that without ruining it. But we have another piece. Yeah, see, it only tears part way. I'd have to have a nice big piece of fabric to tear. Oh, you know, I do have that muslin. That would have worked, I'll bet. Get out of there, strings. Okay, so I don't want to use ribbon because this is more of a shabby type idea. Not necessarily shabby, but what do you call it? What is it called? I'm just know it as a raggedy, I guess. It's kind of a raggedy. It's a little bit raggedy. You know, I could do these two parts on the same day. That's what I could do. That way it will play and get done all in one day if you want to watch both parts. Or if you're kind of bored with one part, you can skip to the next part. That way, people that have already seen this making of the, well, of course you guys didn't see the making of this on the board like I did today. Now, my camera is hooked up there, so I cannot take it down and show you how I want to hang it on my wall. But I do want this kind of twisty and stuff. I don't want it perfect. No perfection here. Not for this at all.
Oh, one of my things came off. See, that's why I do those bulb pins. That is exactly why. Whoops, gotta go this way. Oh yeah, cool. And there it is. So if we just pretend that it's hanging on a wall, and here's the big thumbtack. How's that? So, there. What do you think? Oh, I gotta move it down. See, there's the big thumbtack on the wall. Whoops, and it's already hanging crooked. Okay, let's bring you in closer so you can see it. So we have this end. Then it goes this way. And it comes to here. And we have this. And then we have a little girl. And the last little thing. Live for the moments you cannot put into words. And there we are. A very fun Raggedy Snippet for the wall. A Raggedy Snippet wall decor. So anyway, thanks for joining me. I wanted to do this so I could get the inspiration out of my head and move back into the journal, cookbook journal, favorite recipes journal. So I will see you later. Thanks for joining me. See you all later. Bye.